Hey guys, it's Alicia here with another Saturday Stash Dive. This week I'm paired up with Nancy Sinclair, and we are doing flowers. So as you can see, I have die cut a lot of flowers, and I did briefly show the set of dies that I used in the beginning. It was really quick. It's a Sizzix collection that you can pick up at Michael's. And I cut these out of some 140-pound Strathmore watercolor paper, and I picked out some gelatos there, and I just misted some of, misted with my mister, and then I'm just rubbing some gelatos. So that first color is called Metallic Mint. That color on the leaves, I'm not sure. That comes in the tropical set. That color is, I believe, Metallic Melon. And I know the yellow one that you can see to the right there is called Buttercream, but the rest of them, I have no idea. The darker purple one that I'll be using though is also a metallic one, and those come in a set all together, I believe. But as far as the lighter purple one and that blue color that I'm using right now, that like sky blue color, I have no idea the names of those, so sorry about that. But yeah, I am just misting them with water and putting the gelato down and then blending it out with my finger. And they're not coming out perfect. I didn't want a perfect coverage. I wanted them to be, kind of watercolory, kind of sketchy, imperfect. That's what I was going for. So some of them were a little too sketchy where the gelato wouldn't blend out very well in the middle, so I would add more, like I did with those dark purple ones. And yeah, I wanted quite a few of the mint color and the metallic melon color, but the other ones I'm just trying to get an even number of the colors. And then the yellow, I didn't want it to be an overbearing color, so I actually just do smaller flowers in that yellow. But the rest of them, yeah, I'm just trying to spread the color evenly amongst the flowers there. So. And I'd like to say that I tried to challenge my inner Wilma Furstenberg for this layout, but I believe that would do her a bit of injustice. So, yeah, this is my attempt at trying to channel my Wilma Furstenberg. But yeah, I mean, I like how the layout came out, but her stuff is just, you know, amazing. So I wouldn't go that far with me. So yeah, I'm kind of I'm done coloring them and I'm happy with the way they came out. And I was just trying to I made a mess there on my craft sheet, just misting and blending. So I tried to mop up as much of it as I could, and I'm gonna hit it with my heat gun. And it's gonna take a little. I mean, it doesn't take super long for them to dry, but yeah. It really doesn't take long for a time speed, I guess. So that is all of the flowers that are now dry. So I'm going to be using a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock here and an American Crafts roller stamp, and that's the one with the hearts on it. It's the smaller one. And I was going to use my Memento ink, but it seems like it's getting dry, like you need to get a new one. So I just pulled out my archival ink, and that one was still juicy. So as you can see, I rolled one up and then the next one down, and that's just because I wanted the color spread evenly. Because if you've used roller stamps, the more you roll them, they fade out as the ink. Goes onto the paper. So yeah, I just didn't want all of the dark to be on the bottom. I wanted it to be spread out evenly. So I'm just kind of placing these flowers. This isn't really where they're going to go. I just wanted to get a feel of what I was working with. Sometimes I imagine things in my head of how I want things to go, but they don't turn out that way. So just playing around a bit. And then I pulled out my photo, which is printed at 4x4 off of my Selfie CP910. And I just left a white border around there, and that is a picture of my fiance, my father, and my two girls. So I love that picture. And I just plugged up my glue gun there. I knew, well, for one, Wilma uses a glue gun all the time, but I knew I wanted to use one because you can really get some great dimension um, with hot glue. And, I could have also used foam adhesive, but the difference is foam adhesive is always going to be even. It's the same thickness all the way around. With the glue gun, you can get a variation of dimension with even just one piece. So I'm putting quite a bit on these, and I'm honestly just starting to stick them down. I'm starting with the bigger ones and just trying to spread the colors out of the flowers as best as I can. And I opted to not use the leaves simply because lots of the other colored gelatos had transferred onto them, and so they weren't as solid as a color as I wanted. Like I don't mind a little bit of transfer. That doesn't bother me, but there were like deep marks of the mint and the blue and the purple on them, so I opted out of those. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just sticking them down and I'm just starting with the bigger ones and working my way into the smaller ones to kind of fill areas in. And so I'm just going to keep doing this until most of them are on there except for two, I believe. And I want to kind of try to fit my picture in there. And I'm going to use these Martha Stewart gold glitter photo corners to stick my picture down. So I'm going to just use two, one in the upper left and lower right of the picture. And I'm going to finish gluing these flowers on. So I just like those smaller yellow ones. They just add a little bit of like a lighter, softer color. The rest of the colors are pretty bright. So and I kind of fussed a little bit of where to put these last two to kind of frame the picture in that cluster of flowers, and I believe they're going to end up like that, so, or like that. There you go. So just glued those down and trying to wipe away the glue things, and that corner of the picture was still kind of popping up, so I just threw some adhesive behind it. And I took my white gel pen here and I wanted to do some highlights on the flowers, but it wouldn't work so well over the gelatos. So I took my white big brush pen, which actually has like a bullet tip on it, and I'm just highlighting the left side of the flowers, that is the petals of the flowers that are kind of sticking out. And now I'm taking some of this gold foil paper and I'm using my Martha Stewart butterfly punch. And I'm just punching out some of these gold foil butterflies and placing them on there again with the hot glue gun. I'm folding them in the middle so that the wings pop out and give a bit of dimension. And that punch, in one punch, will punch out a bigger one and two smaller ones. I mean, bigger really isn't the right word, but they're all small. But yeah, so as you can see, I just distributed them amongst the flowers. And I'm not sure what. Oh, I wanted to put something in the middle of the smaller flowers. So I just grabbed some enamel dots. I believe those are from My Mind's Eye Chalk Studio, maybe. And yeah, I'm just using the gray color in like a medium size, and I just put them in the middle of the smaller flowers there. And I pulled out a flare. This is a Recollections flare from their, I don't know if it was called Hello Pastel or if that was Prima's name for their exact same line. But anyways, I pulled out a flare. Oh, these are the thickers I'm using. That said Happiness Is, and I believe it's in like a teal color and a gray color, so the words on there. So I used those stickers. Those are Journal, and they're black foam glitter, and that might be my all-time favorite thicker. I love that thicker. And then I'm spelling out two, and those are in Lark by Dear Lizzie, and those are like an aqua color. Like aqua mint color. And then I'm using the Teresa Collins Studio Gold tile stickers that you can get at Joann's right now. And I spelled out favorite with those, and I really love those. And then again, back to the journal for guys, and then back to the Teresa Collins for and back to the Dear Lizzie for the girls. So the title reads My Two Favorite Guys and Girls. And yeah, I like how the title turned out. I think it's interesting, with all the different fonts, and I like how it overlapped the picture also. And that wasn't my original thought, but it fit well into that little area and kind of kept everything together. So I liked that. So I think I went to go get a roller date stamp right now. And I'm going to end up using my Heidi Swap one um, eventually here. Oh, I wasn't. I actually went to get this a background piece of paper to mount my layout on, and that is from the Amy Tangerine Yes Please, and the colors just went really well with the layout, and so I'm going to mount my layout on that. I just hand cut around all four of the sides, and you're going to see my ATG run out in a second, but that's okay because I don't need it anymore. So yeah, I just put some ATG down and I'm going to put my layout down, and I'm just going to distress all of the edges here. So just curling up and tearing in random places, just to add some interest and some texture over there, and I just like the way it looks. So yeah, so I think now I'm going to get a roller date stamp. And yeah, and I'm gonna just set the date and use my archival ink again, and I'm gonna triple stamp it down there, and that's going to be that. And now I am going to do my journaling. No, I'm not. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm taking my Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine and a brush, and this idea I got straight from Wilma to use one of these type of brushes and just let the splatters fall, and then I'm doing kind of some smaller ones, and I kind of went overboard down here because I had one splatter that went how I didn't like a weird like off splatter that just fell off the brush. And so I thought, oh, I'll just cover it with one big splatter, and then that whole blob fell. But that's okay. I don't mind. It looks all right. So I'm just kind of trying to dab away the excess there so it will dry a little quicker. And yeah, those are my splatters. And I like how that came out. And now I am going to do my journaling. And my journaling just basically says that I love this picture for one because it has my two favorite guys and my two favorite girls in it, but that it also kind of represents more for me because when I look at this picture, I see someone who loves me as a daughter, someone who loves me as a wife, and someone who, two little girls that love me as a mother. And, I get all of that from that picture. So, wah, wah, wah. But you know, that's my cornball for the day. So yeah, I'm just finishing writing up that journaling down there, and I used a '03 American Crafts precision pen. And I'm going to do some close-ups now so you can see everything a little bit more in detail. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you head on over to Nancy's channel to check out her video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.